Hi everyone, I'm Shruti. Welcome to my YouTube video on how to identify and overcome mental blocks. To increase your productivity and growth, you must have learned tons of rituals and habits, like maintaining a proper workspace, using the right technology, dealing with emails, dealing with calendar. These are great things to learn. However, if you focus only on the external factors and ignore the internal issues like mental blocks, you will find yourself stuck at the same place repeatedly. You can prime everything outside your head for increasing productivity, but what's inside will stop you cold. There is a constant negative monologue going on, which is telling you why you can't do that work that you really want to do. So let's kill this monologue. Let's figure out the ways to actually work with this mental block and how to control it better so you can move forward. So in this video, let's look at the different ways. Now let's look at the different types of mental blocks. Comment below and let me know which ones are the most familiar to you. Number one is self-doubt. In this one, you constantly are doubting your capabilities to do certain tasks. No matter how much skills you've acquired, no matter how many qualifications you have, you're still constantly doubting yourself. Another one is comparison. This mental block comes from a very scarcity mindset. It means you feel that there are only so many opportunities in the world. There are only so much success in the world. So if one person got it, you can have it. Another mental block is indecision, where you feel the need to constantly optimize your decisions or you will fail. You put so much value in each decision you're taking in your life because you feel that you have to make the best decision, and that decision is determining the success or failure of an entire area. Another important mental block is a tunnel vision, where you have a very limited perspective of doing certain tasks. So for example, you are locked in your own ways of doing certain things and you feel that there is only one way of doing something. However, there are so many other ways of doing it outside your own perspective, and which are much easier to do, which take less time, but you don't even look at that. Fixed mindset, another mental block, where you feel your success in the future is determined by how much you've achieved in the past. Another important mental block is uncertainty, where you feel that you can take a decision, but you don't know how to execute it. There are so many options and methods available outside. There are so many tools outside that you're constantly stuck in choosing the best one. So you lose focus and you're constantly struggling with that, but you don't focus on the task at hand. So these are some of the mental blocks, and let me know if you have another mental block. Comment below and let me know that. There are 4 strategies of dealing with mental block: uncover, remove, reduce, and transform. Now let's look at them separately one by one and deal with them. Number 1 is uncover the causes. So for example, your mental block is self-doubt. To uncover where self-doubt came from, look into your core values. It could be perhaps your core values are humility and honesty. That's great. But perhaps your personality tends to move towards perfectionism. Now that makes it really hard for you to give credit for or recognize your own achievements because they fall short of perfectionism. Now let's be honest, there is no such thing as perfectionism, and that's a very tough standard to maintain. So in reality, you are skilled and capable of achieving your goals, but your own personality and values come in the way. So these tactics and these uncovering and digging deeper will help you get past this. Strategy 2 is to remove mental blocks. Now, most of the times, mental blocks come from experiences or instructions that at the time seemed very small and harmless. In fact, childhood experiences can take a life of their own and can be very detrimental unless you do the task of dismantling them. For example, as a child, you must have been told to listen to your parents respectfully. Now, it's not a big deal unless it grows into a belief that your own opinions, your own values, they don't matter at all. Now, that's a big mess. So try these tactics to remove these mental blocks. Number 1 is to record the monologue. Record the thought patterns and these phrases that you repeatedly say in your mind, because these are the cues to your mental blocks and the beliefs that you carry with you that stop you from growing in your life. Now trace each of these sources. Figure out where this is coming from. Understand that. Ask yourself, Where did I hear this first time? Where this is coming from? Map it out and pull them each one by one and ask yourself, what is the real meaning behind them? Which ones are the ones that are good, positive? Take them with you. And the ones which are negative and are limiting you, stop them and let them go. Strategy 3 is to reduce their power. Fear plays a big role in your mental block. You often react very negatively to a situation or an obligation because you have a fear of failure or of a potential negative result. If you take the time to actually sit back and relax and analyze the actual risk in the experience, you would be able to massively reduce your fear and therefore control your reaction to the fear. And that's how you reduce the power of your mental block. Now, the last strategy is to transform your mental block. If comparison is a mental block of yours, transform it into a tool of connection and encouragement. Next time when you feel comparison is taking over, take action. Make a call, send an email, send a text to the person you're admiring and a little jealous of, and tell him what you're admiring the most about him and what an amazing task they're doing. Send praises, be genuine. You're doing two things when you're doing that. Firstly, you're building an amazing network of people that you truly admire. Secondly, you're changing comparison into equality. Now you're building your own skills. The focus is less on differences and more on commonality. Now, isn't that an amazing thing? You're transforming, you're changing your negative emotion into a positive one. Hope these steps help you in overcoming your mental blocks and help you move forward in your life. Let me know, comment below, and let me know what you feel. Thank you.